separation, we separate their hearts. Our hearts is separated from any kind of emotion around us. And then we separate again, the second part, into our head. Our head here and our penis head. That's separate. Because we look at a girl, the only thing we want, that's what we talked about Tuesday, is we as men, we are moved by what we see, and when it comes to sexual relations with a girl, we ain't gonna tell that girl we love her. No, because all we want to do is get our nut off, and that's it. We're gonna go on by our business because we're not putting no emotion there. But when a girl gets in a relationship, she puts her emotion in there. That's why she's emotional. We're not emotional because we don't want to get ourselves into a position where we have to commit. We don't want that because that makes us feel weak, because if we don't know, then we're going to think people are going to laugh at us. Oh, you don't know, and the girl may laugh. So there's that disconnect. Just like you said, goes back to that disconnect. There's a disconnection there. Good God, Brother Dwight. I feel like I want to shout. Hallelujah.
This first part.
Woo.
Yeah.
I know we ain't touched it. Good God. Go ahead, brother.
Men, sports, and the culture of masculinity.
Yes.
Who defines what it means to be a man?
Yes.
Who defines what it means to be a man? As boys grow up in our culture, they are bombarded with images
Yes.
and messages about this topic from many different sources.
That's right.
Like such as movies, advertisement, parents, and peers.
Yes.
To name just a few. Perhaps one of the most influential source of messages about manhood comes from sports.
That's right.
Most notable from the National Football League. According to the Sports Business Journal, the NFL produced it $9.5 billion in revenue in 2012. To put this into perspective, American pastime Major League Baseball produced it $2 billion fewer in revenue that same year.
Okay. So what is that telling us, Brother Dwight, when we talk about sports and men and boys or youth?
That football plays a bigger impact.
It does.
As with a man's identity.
And why is that? Why do you think football will have a more of an impact on our society than any other sport?
Because it shows the man that he's tough.
That's right. He's more violent on the field. Because you hit somebody hard, and we see it. I remember, because we all are football fans. I'm a football fan. I've been a football fan 45 years or so. The point of it is, it shows our aggression. You know, I'm glad we're talking about this, Brother White. Women sometimes don't understand why we as men can sit down and watch a football game or a basketball game for 2 and 3 hours. They don't understand that.
We get a release off the head.
We get a release. That's what it is. Because we associate, this has been over years, we have been associated with that if you are masculine, you associate with the violent part. Now, you don't have to be violent yourself, but it's associated with your masculinity.
If you sit there, and God has gave it to me, if you sit there, if a woman really didn't sit there and watch a dude get hyped, jump up off the seat and stuff like
that's right.
It's just a game.
That's right.
But he's really releasing his frustration.
That's what we do. The things that we may not want, that we cannot do in society, we see it or it plays out on television. Oh man, did you see that? We go to work on Monday morning. Man, did you see him hit him like that? We get excited because that's something that we may want to act out in public.
Do ourselves.
We do ourselves. We want to hit somebody. That's right. We want to hit somebody. So you women that are watching the broadcast, you wonder why your men and your children and the youth like sports so much. It's because the mechanism within that boy, it reflects him back to his pride, and like Brother Dwight said, it makes it the anger that he may be going through. That's a release for him. That's why he can release it. He likes to sit there and see that stuff because that's what's in him. He wants to get that out. A woman is not going to be like that. A woman gets her release by going shopping, taking care of kids. She can go to the mall and spend 3 or 4 hours in the mall. But that's her release because that's her relaxing time that she can get that out because she likes it because she's a communicator. She wants to get out and talk to her girlfriends. That's her release. We as men, we're not, because we are more physical. Women are more what? Nurturers and emotional. That's the reason. All right, Brother Dwight, we getting down into it.
The influence of sports.
Okay, okay, you do one, and then we'll skip down to the definition of masculinity.
in the 70s, Miller Lite beer.
Miller Lite beer. I remember that commercial.
Was created as a diet beer for women.
Initially, yeah.
As you might imagine, it was a marketing disaster.
That's right, it was.
Sales never took off.
That's right.
Miller Beer Company decided to rebrand it to men.
That's right. That's right.
Seemingly a Moranti idea, but they were successful. How?
That's right.
Miller hired a bunch of NFL players to have a yelling match in bars about whether the beer was less filling or taste
great.
You know the rest of the story.
Yep.
You see men drinking light beer and no one questions their masculinity.
That's right. That's right. So there it goes again. The sports and the media plays in how they're trying to create what a man is. Yeah. If you drink beer, if you good, you a man. If you drink liquor, and this goes anywhere, you can see it up on the billboards all throughout the community. If you drink this certain beer, you a man. If you drink if you smoke these type of cigarettes, you a man.
Yeah, this type of girl.
If you have this type of girl, you a man. You see how society tries to shape us into thinking if we do these things, we're men. But in actuality, those are all lies.
It's all about the money.
It's all about the money. That's what it is, brother.
It's all about the money.
There it is. There it is. Oh my God, Brother Dwight, man, we are hitting on something.
Y'all talked about those things before you asked. Politics without principle. It plays
we talk about that.
But that's one of the demons they talk about that controls the society.
Yes, yes.
Politics without principle.
That's right.
Do you trust the people who you have ruled that have
rule over you? That's right. That's right.
And even though the people in the NFL now know politicians, they say have rule over you.
Yeah, because
the culture, the standards where you should look up to.
I'm glad you said that, Brother Dwight, because Charles Barkley used to always say, I'm not a role model. The parents are a role model. But in actuality, I have to agree to disagree, because if you're in the limelight, those little children are looking up to these sports figures because they want to be like them. So your actions as a sports figure, if you out there, people are looking at you. Even though your parents, I agree, the parents are the ones that should be mentoring these young children. But since we have such a disconnect, go back to your word again, since we have such a disconnect from the family structure, there's no man in the home, 9 out of 10, and there's just a woman, then the only person that young boy looks up to are those sports athletes. Yeah. They want to have the $250 Michael Jordan. Yeah. They got to have a certain kind of swag, a certain kind of clothes. They got to be a baller. You know, that's how it is. And
trying to display a certain image.
Trying to discern a certain image to project that I'm a man. Because Michael Jordan's a man, or he does this.
And it be accepted.
And it be accepted. That's right. That's right, brother. That's it. All right, let's go down to the definition of masculinity. Boy, this thing is getting good.
This is the NFL.
There you go. I'm glad you said that.
Definition of masculinity.
Okay.
While many are outraged and disgusted with Loganisha elite action, the hyper-masculine culture of football has to a certain extent railed around him, making Martin seem like the one in wrong. So what I'm about to go
okay, you remember the story?
It's a story about one of the guys
incognito named
Martin. So
for the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah. And this is how the story played out. It said Martin seemed like the one in the wrong. The NFL players have called Martin soft and weak, with some suggesting that he needed to stand up for himself. Okay. Some reporters say that when Martin brought his concern to the Dolphins general manager Jeff Earl, he suggested Martin punch his bully to solve the problem. Yes. Some of these words may seem absurd, but they are all over the media. Yes. A boy watching ESPN doing this scandal is getting so many messages about what it means to be a man. All right. Men don't share pain, physical or mental, or mentally. Men are bulletproof. Okay. Even the nastiest words should not affect a man's psycho. And perhaps the most dangerous message, and men don't walk away from confrontation. Or from bullets. Okay. They escalate the situation to solve it. That's right. Asking for help only opens you up and more to criticism. Vulnerability is dangerous. So much of what boys are learning about masculinity from this situation is negative, but not all members of the football culture are criticizing Martin.
Okay, so basically, to put it all in a nutshell, what Brother Dwight was saying, there was a situation, some of you may have heard of it on ESPN, on the news, that two players from the Miami Dolphins, Incognito, and the other gentleman was Martin. One was a white player, the other was a black player. The white player was sending him derogatory emails and text messages and all the stuff throughout the first part of the season of last season, not this season, this past, but last season. And what happened was Martin got offended and he got up and left the team because he felt that he was being bullied. Now what Brother Dwight said was, if we as men give in to certain principles like that, we need to stand up and be a man. There goes that thing again about if we as men are not going to allow another man to punk us off. Yeah. That's what it's talking about. If we allow that, then we're less than a man, right? We need to take care. That goes like that saying, you need to go ahead and take care of your business.
That's right.
All right.
I know. From an NFL standpoint, the definition of masculinity, they wanted Martin to display physical force.
Yes.
As about punching a guy.
Yes.
And then Martin didn't really want to respond.
That's right. He did.
But
that's right.
The point is that the NFL want you to display this certain force, but it also made a point where we have to be mindful of who's watching it.
That's right.
And Martin was mindful about there's other young guys
who
were watching us do this. So
absolutely.
They may see this on ESPN or the football, then they're gonna think it's okay to do in their society.
That's right.
Not to take no jump.
That's right.
So Martin was teaching and keep part for his ass with man. We read in the verse about patience.
That's right.
And having self-control.
That's right.
During a heated or pressure situation.
That's right.
And he was letting you know that when you walk away, it's not formal weakness.
That's right.
It goes back to another broadcast we did about being in control.
In control. How about fight or flight?
Fight or flight.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just one of them situations where you just move out of the way.
That's right. Sometimes you got to do that, and we have to learn that, men. Sometimes certain situations require you to think before you act or react. All right. It's not. I understand that you're trying to protect your pride and your so-called manhood, but certain things you got to understand that you just need to walk away from certain things. Now, if you're forced into a wall and somebody, if it's life or death situation, yes, you got to do what you have to do to protect yourself and your family. But when it comes down to the sports thing, the sports figures in the media around sports, when it comes to men and youth, it paints the wrong picture on what manhood really is, and we get these wrong images, and we buy into this, and then we're going to get deeper down into this, and we think once we buy into that, we have a certain privilege to do certain things, which is not true, but we take advantage because since we are a star football player, we should have access to anything we want. But we'll get into that in a minute. All right, but let's get down into analyzing sports programming. Okay, let's do this. Go to sports in the media because this is very important.
Sports programming plays a significant role in the media message that American boys receive today. According to a recent study conducted by the Ultimate Athletic Foundation of Los Angeles, 98% of U.S. boys ages 8 to 17 consume some form of sports-related media.
98%? Are you kidding me? So we wonder why our society of men and boys are the way it is.
98%.
The media is controlling these young boys' minds and their thoughts on what manhood is. And that's the wrong message. You should be being taught how to be a man by a real man, not by what you see on television.
And it's the percent is 98% in the ages between 8 to 17. During that period
those are crucial times.
Those are times when they're trying to find out who he is.
That's right. That's when he's trying to figure what his identity is, or who am I, what am I'm going to be. Those are the key areas of life. And if you don't fix it during those ages, he's going to have a very difficult time once he gets into his 20s and his 30s. It's going to be crucial.
And most of the crimes committed by young men or boys or in that age range.
There you go. That's when the crime starts. Right there.
I know different things, but that's something to look into. 98%.
98%
And it's from the range of 8 to 17.
Crucial ages.
Period of time when we're trying to find out who we are as a young boy.
That's right. That's right. That is crucial, man.
What do they see? They're gonna see violence. They're
gonna see the violence on the football field and wherever else where they see sports, soccer, whatever the sport may be. They see that because since they're not getting no direction in their home, they think that's the right thing to do.
Wow.
All right, go on, brother White. Good God, that's powerful.
82% do so at least a couple of times a week. 90% watch televised sports, while a full range of American boys watch sports. The effect of their media consumption may differ depending on who they are and what messages are being sent.
Yes.
Do boys of color receive the same message from these programs that white boys do?
Okay.
Do girls receive the same message that boys do?
Okay.
What roles do men and women play in the game?
That's right. That's right.
On the sideline or during the commercial break?
Yes. Yes.
Who are the coaches, the commentaries, and the voices of authority on these sports shows?
Yes.
How are violence and aggressiveness presented in sports programming?
Yes.
These are questions that I'm saying. Above all, how do sports programming affect a boy's sense of self?
That's right. Good God was I.
And his potential.
Yes. It is.
They can be upset with us, but
that's right.
Hey,
that's right.
We gotta do what we gotta do. By looking at the quality of a representative, selection of sports programs and their accompanying commercials, children then begin to explore the many messages that sports programs, athlete games, broadcasting networks, commentary, promoters, commercial present to its audience.
Okay, talk to me, bro.
I understand that they trying to make money.
Okay.
But the thing is, there's always a message that you send.
That's right. That's right.
And as far as learning, from a preacher standpoint, I understand that you want to make money, but the message that you send is that promote violence.
That's what it is. It is.
You promoting the guys, you promoting the girls to do certain things.
That's right. That's right.
You see the cheerleaders.
Yes. Yes.
Like that, and you see them probably dressing up in costumes.
That's right. That's
and
right.
all that stuff like that.
That's
so
right.
you're teaching them to react in physical force.
Their physical force.
When someone makes you upset.
That's right. That's right. It is very, very sad for. I mean, it is very sad for the world to be that way. But we got to understand that the enemy is behind all of this.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the world's perceptive, the world's point of view is to make as much money as you can, hurt as many people as you can, and get to the top as fast as you can.
It said the love of money is the root of
It's not money itself.
It's the love.
It's the love of it. That's what destroys the whole world. It corrupts you.
So because of someone who was spiritually weak and loved money so much,
yes,
that individual or individuals would rather be rich but destroy a whole culture.
That's right. That's what happened. And that's what happened. Yes. And that's what happens in the sports. In the sports arena, they say this is what you need to do to be a man, but they don't understand the compromise that they are giving up, these young boys, to get into the sports arena, to be a professional ball player, to go to college, do all these things. They don't understand what they're selling their soul for something that is tangible, that's going to eventually fade away. Just like the green grass. He said the green grass should be cut down and withered away. So basically they want to be a sports figure. They want to make all this money, but they're selling their souls for what? They still don't understand what it is to be a man. Still don't understand. They think because it's the money factor, because all these guys walk around, they got Bentleys, they got all these houses, they got all these women, they got all this stuff.
So
but good God, brother.
And so now the girls going to see the message as that they should date football players for stability.
Yes, yeah. I'm glad you said. You know what? I seen on CNN because I watch CNN every day in the morning. Byron Scott, he used to play for the Los Angeles Lakers. Okay, before he got his contract, he married his college sweetheart. Okay, they've been married 29 years. Now,